All right, maybe now's the time for me to talk about what I was going to talk about.
True.
Irwin, Sin, is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so yesterday, something very amazing happened. During stream, I got a message from somebody. It's a person who's been in the chat. They've been here a little bit. I mean, not a big deal. I get messages all the time from people saying, "Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Do this, whatever." And the person asked me, I'm not going to say who it is. The person asked me, "Do I know Irwin?" Well, I said, "Of course I know Irwin. I play with him every day. I talk to him every day for years." And he said, "Oh, because he asked me about some things that some people are putting together, and because there are scams going around or whatever, I wanted to make sure it was like legitimate." So he tells me that people are putting them together, and he wants to make sure it's not a scam. And then he sends me a link to something, and I have no idea what he's talking about at all. Nothing. And it is a link to a GoFundMe, and immediately I understand what the situation is. That some people from this community got together and were raising money amongst themselves, like they established a pot to put money into, so I could get a new PC, which is fucking incredible. I mean, and I immediately understood. Oh my God! This, number one, I can't believe this is a thing. Like, I was deeply moved by it, and that's why during stream yesterday I went silent for a while. And I think Irwin even asked, he's like, "Yeah, El, are you okay?" Like, I went silent for a while because I was like, "What the hell?" Like, I was shocked. I really was truly shocked, and I was deeply moved by what you guys have done for me. Simultaneously, I realized that this guy, intentionally or unintentionally, basically ruined the surprise. Totally ruined the surprise that you guys were obviously planning, and you were going to reveal it to me, who knows, next week, next month, next year. I have no idea. So I immediately thought to myself, and he said to me, "Oh, if it was a surprise, when obviously it would have been." So I don't know what this guy was talking about, but he goes, "Oh, if it was a surprise, just act surprised." Well, I thought, well, I can't do that. I can't. I'm not going to lie to all of you guys who were part of this amazing thing for me. So I immediately contacted, Sin and Irwin, and said, "Hey," and I showed them the screenshots of everything this guy sent me, and I went, "Man, this is kind of a fuck up on his part, but I'm not gonna like act like, I don't want to lie to you guys. You guys are doing this amazing thing for me. Like, I think honesty is the best policy, right?" So there you go. So you guys are, so now that's fine. That's a different thing. That guy screwed up. Sin and Irwin know who it is. We don't need to like belabor the point or whatever. The bottom line is, what you guys did for me is incredible. Totally incredible. I mean, I cannot believe you did that for me. That is the nicest thing anyone has ever done for me on a personal level. And I really can't thank you enough. I was thanking Irwin and Sin last night and today nonstop. It was such a nice thing. And from what I understand, it was Irwin's main idea to do it, and then Sin is the one who set up the GoFundMe thing. I didn't even have a GoFundMe account. Like, I've never been part of that situation at all. So, man, I don't even know what else to say, honestly. I mean, that is just such a nice thing for you to do. And I think when I looked at the link, I think it said 31 people had donated. And that's basically like the core group here, like the core community here, who are here most of the time and everything. And some people had anonymous donations, but other people had their names on there, and I could tell, some of the people, obviously, who you guys were, and some of the amounts you guys were giving. I mean, it was over, when I looked yesterday, it was over $3,400. $3,400.
37 right now.
There you
It's
go.
counting.
3,700 right now.
Yeah.
From 30-some
keep it.
people. I mean, do the math on that, right? Like, that's... People are putting in major, major money. I didn't even know this was a thing on GoFundMe, but when I got the email thing, it showed, oh, you know, you can write a personal thank you or whatever, so I'm going to do that. So, and I guess it gets emailed to you once I write it out. So I'm going to write that out so you can get another thank you from me properly, but I thought it was good to not only thank everybody publicly on stream like this, but explain what happened with the kind of, I hate to use the word ruin because there's no way to ruin this. This is awesome. You know, this is an awesome thing. But in terms of ruining the surprise, that's what happened. And there you go. And I feel terrible that I found out, honestly, because I'm sure you guys were going to reveal that, and I was going to be completely shocked beyond belief, like live on stream, and that would have been cool for everybody, I'm sure. But it really is true that it's the thought that counts. None of that really matters. You guys are the greatest community anybody could ask for. Even before this. You know, before this, I would say that. But now my 5+ old year computer, you know, I'm going to use that money. We'll build, maybe we'll wait a little bit to see what happens with NVIDIA GPUs or whatever comes out ever. I was looking at the AMDs today before stream. And we'll build a kick-ass stream gaming computer. And then 4.0 and beyond will be good for years to come then if we, you know, we'll buy a kick-ass computer. So it'll be good for the stream, it'll be hopefully good for the Mad Force. And it's all because of you guys. It's all because of you guys.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah, say the same.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. You've been here too to support us. So I think I
deserve
speak
it.
from all of us that you deserve it, and especially with the hard times you're going through with the house and everything. This is a cheer up. So you can go on for a few years and don't worry about money for a computer, buddy.
Happy to help for sure.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much. I mean, it's so much money. I mean, a computer is not cheap, man. As you guys know, I mean, shit, like a top of the line GPU is like $2,000 or $1,800 or whatever they are these days. I mean, it's crazy.
You know what you could do though, Alder? Just get one of them top of the range Herman Miller chairs instead.
No, I already got the chair. No, my chair.
Yeah, that's why I was so glad that I was trying to persuade you to get the cheaper chair so you had some money left over. You didn't blow it all.
Yeah, no, definitely not. No, my chair's good. Yeah, I like this new chair I got. It was cheap. I feel good about it, and my back did not hurt yesterday. After we did 2 streams yesterday, and my back didn't hurt at all. So
That's a good sign.
right on. So I don't know. Does anybody
Probably
else
speak for like a few people when I say like just thank you for giving us like a community to play with, right? Like that's kind of what we all want, is people like-minded to play with, and you do that for us.
Yeah, man, no problem. I mean, it's mutually
seriously,
beneficial.
Aldo. Thank you. You're the one that got me into this community, and I've met so many awesome people. And it never would have happened without you, Aldo. It's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
that sentiment too.
I appreciate it.
You kept us all together for what, 5-6 years now, and let's hope for many, many more.
And we barely even have a game to play.
I
Imagine,
know, it's so lucky.
imagine when the game is
No,
actually.
but
ready
we
to
have
go.
each other. That counts too.
It makes the game playable.
So once again, big thank you to Erwin especially, who, again, I guess it was your idea, Erwin mainly, and Sin for helping set it up, and everybody who was doing this behind the scenes. I really appreciate it. And does anyone else have anything they'd like to say? Open the floor up to anybody.
Can't wait for many more D-Days.
Sounds good.
So Perseus.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was my idea, but we did it all together. It's a community effort. Everyone was so helpful and supportive. We got most of the money like in the first week or so.
I jumped off the Polaris right before you took off.
And it's still going, so we'll see.
Back for a sec.
That's
You
great.
want me to
Well,
test the routers with it in there?
yeah, I'll tuck this in. I don't know how that thing works. Like, do you just end it at a certain point and say no more or whatever? I mean,
We all figured it
yeah,
out.
whatever you want to do. I mean, what you've already done is way above and beyond the Call of Duty.
We're just as excited about it as you are, Alder. We've all been talking about it non-stop and can't wait.
That's great. That's great.
I say you go 0-0 at the roulette table and buy us all computers.
That's on the wrong Polaris.
No, don't worry. I won't be buying, cattle futures or anything with it. We're going to buy a computer for sure.
Awesome.
My
Yes.
vote was for hot tub.
Sin, I totally leave it up to you. I mean, you guys, it's all up to you. Whatever, however you guys want to handle it. Totally fine with me. Okay, so what do we do now?